camera. We're gonna have a great time doing it. So we're gonna wait for our gauge. I got it where I wanted at 35 psi. Now this may be a little high.
Good afternoon. Welcome to another episode of Define Jeep. Today we're going to be unboxing a backup camera. Now the reason I'm doing this is because Define himself does not have a backup camera. Pretty much anything JK or older that I'm aware of does not have a backup camera, and you have to buy one. And selecting one is definitely a preference issue that you may come across. Unlike the JLs and the JTs, they already have a built-in backup camera and they're good to go with however they're set up in the vehicle. And so today I'm going to show you a backup camera that I had selected. It seems to, for all its qualities, the way it's described, seems to suit my needs. And today we're going to be talking about, let me get up on there, the Accuray wireless backup camera with monitor in HD. Now the first thing that caught my eye is, one, it does come with a 7-inch monitor. 2, it displays in 1080p, and 3, the really good selling point for me is that it records. It's not just a camera and a monitor, it actually records the footage. So before I get into more detail with that, let's go ahead and unbox this. Alrighty, so let's go ahead, and the box feels kind of heavy, but it's not because of the magnet, and I'll explain that in a second. So first, we have the owner's manual. Go ahead and peel that out. We have, this is the monitor. Beautiful monitor. 5 keys on the side. Looks like a protective film for shipping. Very slender. It does have, looks like the mounting fixtures for a hanger. Since it's wireless, I believe this is where the antenna is going to go. And of course you have your lead right here. I'll go and put that down for a second. Alright, let's take out the rest of this packaging. So you have what looks like a USB power cord. Looks like a cigarette adapter power cord. Looks like it's got a power button on it. And looking at this, it looks like the button actually lights up. On my sign here, what else we got here? Okay, so this is your mounting bracket, suction cup. So it looks like you can suction this to your dash or your windshield, and it is adjustable. Alrighty, and the heavy part, let's see what this is. This is the camera itself. Let's open that up. Alright, so you have a large solar panel right here for charging. The similar port here, I believe, is for the antenna. And you see you have your camera, which is, okay, so it's got 4 positions. You can adjust it manually. And it's got a 170 degree, angle. It's pretty wide, but at 170 degrees. That's actually not bad. And it's got like a super strong magnet back here, so you can attach it anywhere, any magnetic surface. And, oh, there you go. And it slides off, so it is removable. If you want to leave it there, just take, this deal with you. Let's go ahead and put that back on for right now. Very neat. Now, what are the other items? Okay, here we go. Inside the bag with the cigarette lighter adapter, let's go ahead and unbag this for a second. You also have your 2 antenna, because it is wireless. Now I don't know if it's Bluetooth or whatever the case is. No, this particular design is usually intended for like long trucks or RVs or something that's hauling like a long trailer or whatnot. But I figured, you know, let me give that a try because of the strong magnet and the 1080p. And what's nice about this one is that you can actually add a second camera. I love to record, so I like to do things, you know, if I can record front and record rear. And according to the owner's manual, there is a feature where the monitor will split screen. Let's see if I can find it. Anything? Okay. All we got is there. We'll definitely go through this, but yeah, they're definitely a nice feature. And along with this particular model right here, that the camera and the monitor are already paired, so you don't have to sync them or anything. They're already paired out of the package. If you do happen to select a second solar powered camera right here, you would have to pair it. And of course, the owner's manual has all those instructions. Alrighty, and there you have it, the unboxing of the Yacre backup camera, solar powered wireless. It is their Y01 model. If you do desire the second camera, an additional camera, it is the item number, and that one is Y40. And definitely enjoyed unboxing this with you. I hope you enjoyed it. Just hang in there for a little bit. Now, I'm not gonna go ahead and solar power this since I'm not at home. I'm not gonna be sitting in the sun all day. It does have the USB ports to go ahead and charge it either by another power source, whether it be like a USB or something like that. We're gonna go ahead and do that. So instead of just letting this bake, I'm gonna let the batteries charge, and then I'm gonna show you an install later on. May not be today, or maybe when I get home, but I'll definitely show the install before this video is finished. Thanks for hanging in there.
Alrighty, so I finally made it back home. As I mentioned before that, well, not before this video, before a few videos ago, that my schedule is like super demanding. But I finally made it back home, and I'm able to give you a little bit more information on this here camera. Now, I went ahead and I charged it by connecting it to a USB. Now, according to the owner's manual, that do not connect it or give it more than like a 5-volt power supply at a time, so you don't overload it or damage the device. So what I did is I actually use that same little, I don't know what you call that little cube, like a little power block for my iPhone. And that's what I used, and it seemed to work out fine. So right now, let's go ahead and just gonna unpackage this real quick, and then we're gonna get super started, which I'm just gonna, you know, take out all the cables, the brackets, and whatever else I need, of course, the antenna. And I already went ahead and I cleaned out my windshield, because, I mean, let's face it, that thing was like super filthy and disgusting. I had to clean it. Now, before we move into the Jeep and the camera and the monitor, I do want to point out a couple things. Let's get all this out here so I can, okay, I just want to remain a bit organized. Now, there are several ways that you can power the monitor. You do have this cigarette lighter adapter with a power button. You have this one right here, which is the power adapter for a USB. And of course, they also offer a similar style cable, not that one, like with that particular end on it. Let me show it to you real quick. With that particular end on it, it is just a lead with a positive and a negative if you want to hardwire it into your vehicle. That's really a preference, so you have different methods of providing power for the monitor. Me, I'm going to stick with the cigarette lighter adapter, considering since I live in Las Vegas, I really don't want to leave anything in my vehicle, so yeah, we're going to go ahead and go that route. So let me see what I got here. I got the cigarette lighter adapter, I got USB power adapter, which is definitely an option if I want to use a USB in the Jeep, so we'll just keep this in the glove box. Let me see what else. I got this USB-A to USB-C, which is what I use to charge the camera itself. You know, here it is. So let me take this out of the wrapper. Alrighty. And of course I got this mount. In fact, this mount's probably gonna be the first one we're gonna do. After taking a look at the orientation, which I have a couple different ways of mounting it. I'm gonna do it like this, and I'm gonna adjust this bracket a little bit more flat. If I loosen that, there you go. Yeah, that's probably gonna be in the direction I'm gonna go. I still have room for adjustment. Let me just give it a little bit of a thumb tight. And I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this to the back of the monitor. And all of this is you're gonna see those 4 slots right there. The backing has the 4 pegs, which is gonna mate it up. Listen, you hear that snap? Now it's in place. This is not going anywhere. Awesome. And all it is a single power lead. Right on. Okay, so let's put this down. Like that. Let's go ahead and I am gonna attach the antenna. So one on. There we go. One on the camera. I'll just give it some kind of tight, like so. And I'll adjust the antenna as I have to. Oh, I'm kind of trying to gauge that. Let me give it a little bit more of a tilt. I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, that might do it. That might do me right. Okay, we're gonna adjust this in a minute. Let me go ahead and grab the other antenna. And let's go ahead and put it on the back of the monitor. All right, just like so. All right, I'm not gonna wrench it. I'm just trying to tighten it as much as I can with my fingers. You know, so that's pretty much what we're looking at here. The monitor, the antenna is attached to the back. Let's go ahead and peel off some of this protective film because we are getting to the point where we are ready to give it a home inside the passenger compartment. So, all right, I'll peel that in a second. So let's go ahead and I am gonna finish prepping this. I'm gonna peel off the protective film from the screen, the film from the suction cup for the glass. Gonna take a look at one more time with all that I need, and then we're gonna move to the Jeep. Okay, at this point, I think I'm good to go. As I'm doing my best to steadily walk backwards, you can see I'm getting closer to a Defiant right there. And we're gonna take advantage of the rear bumper because this is a backup camera. Now, remember that it is wireless. It is just a camera. The camera doesn't know if it's in the front of the vehicle or the back of the vehicle. So you can mount this really much anywhere. If you want to put it in the back, the front, on one of the sides, all it knows is that it's there. It doesn't know where it's pointing. And that's the beautiful part about wireless. As I mentioned before, if you want to order a second camera to pair to your monitor, that'd be great for you if that's your way of direction. Something like me, like I like to record, and since this particular product has a split screen feature, you can do front and back at the same time. Or if you maybe want to use one as a dash cam, that's awesome also. I love dash cams. But before I move any further to the installation, let me show you where we're going to mount the camera. And of course, one more thing that I forgot to mention as far as the camera itself is where I charged it, how I charged it, and of course a power button. Alrighty, so let's take a look at the camera first. And please excuse my garbage can for being a pretty much of a table here. So this is what we're going to do. The camera itself, as I demonstrated before, the camera lens, 4-position adjustment, solar panel, antenna, and right here where you have a little rubber cover, this is what I had accessed to plug the USB-C in to charge the camera. Now this did take me a few hours because, you know, a brand new product and the battery is pretty much dry. And this little dot right there, if you can see it, that is the power button. And that's something essential. You're gonna need to know where that's at and what it's for, of course, the power, so it can communicate with the monitor. So now that this head's done, let's go ahead and take a look at where we're gonna mount the camera. Alrighty, looking at the back of Defiant, we're considering a couple things. One, location. I'm looking for as flat as possible a spot, even though the lens angle is adjustable, but I'm also considering that it's solar powered, so I wanted to expose to as much sun as I can possibly get. I was originally thinking right here in the center, but then the spare tire is covering it, so that means it's going to cover the sun, may not get a lot of charge. So right now I'm thinking right here off to the side, right next to my shackle. It should be exposed to the sun, even though it's going to be at an angle, but it'll still be pointing towards the rear. All right, and I believe that's going to be my ideal location for right now. So let's go ahead and, actually, not a bad idea. Let's go ahead and grab it. See if I'm not too much of a think about this. Let's see how it looks. I'll mount it right. Ow, that was pretty tight. Kind of neat. Let's bring that down. That's as good straight as I can get it. I think. Let's get a side angle of that. I can barely see it, but it looks pretty level, I think. And before I look super silly, let's go ahead and remove that little plastic thing off there. So now I got a good clear picture. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the passenger compartment to see how we're going to mount the monitor, and then connect connect to the monitor and the cam. They should already be paired or mated. So at this point, it's all about turning it on and making sure it works. Alrighty, just for the sake of this video, let's go ahead and situate this monitor. Now this is super simple, just a suction cup, and it's got like I don't know what you call this, kind of like little action lever right here to suck it in and keep it in place. But you know, let's just go ahead and situate it right here in the center of the window. Now you got so much real estate, you can pretty much mount it wherever you want, but for right now, just for the sake of this video, let's just go ahead and place it right here. You know, there you go. And I went ahead and I did that. Let's adjust my monitor a little bit. Alrighty, let's go ahead. And now, power cable, I'm gonna plug it into that jack there. I'm gonna route it over here just to get the lead a little bit out of my way, not too big. You know, this is something I can situate later when I feel more comfortable with it, of course. And it's just for video demonstration purposes. Let's get that out of there. Got my thing plugged into my cigarette lighter, and my handy dandy key. And I'm not going to turn it on, I'm just going to open the switch. You know, I got a power button here somewhere. Oops, let me turn that down. Maybe I should have read where the power button is. Oh. No, I'm a dork. There you go. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, so now, right now I got a black screen. What this is telling me is that I've got power. I've got my my distance meter, and if I am correct, I think I am. The green means you're 6 feet away. The yellow means that you're 4 feet away. The red means you're 2 feet away. Now, according to the instruction book, this is adjustable if you want to adjust it by height, if you want to adjust its position left and right, you know, and it's all good. I can make all those fine-tuned adjustments later, but for right now, I got a black screen for the reason that the camera is not turned on. So I need to go back there. I need to hit the power button on the camera, and they should sync. If you give me a second, let me go ahead and turn that on, and I'll be right with you. Alrighty, and there we are. We're definitely looking at my garage right here on the monitor. It's communicating well. Once I hit the power button on the wireless camera, there is a blue light indicator that let me know it was turned on. So it's actually looking pretty cool. Wow, super thrilled about this so far. Let me see if I can, I don't know, kind of one of these dudes, I'm a little timid about doing so many things in motion when I got something going on. But you know what, just for argument's sake, let's go ahead and turn this on. Right on. I'm gonna move forward a little bit. I'm gonna adjust my position. Good. Let's make sure that the neighbor's vehicle is not in my path. Good, looks good, looks good. Oh yeah, I got plenty of space between me and her. That should be 4 feet. I'm gonna line myself up here, which that should be 2 feet. All right. I'm gonna turn it off there. But all right, so far so good. Let's go ahead and see, because I'm looking at where my red mark is on the threshold of the garage. That should be a 2-foot mark. Let me go ahead and make sure I am definitely there at 2 feet. So let's go take a look. Alrighty. Threshold is actually a little bit more than 2 feet because I'm looking at the camera here. The threshold is right there. See if I can point it with my foot. Right here, which is a lot more than 2 feet, but it's all right. It's all about safety at this point. So it still looks good. It's a whole lot closer than what I was, but at least I have an idea on how to gauge, which I'm probably gonna look at this other line right here where my garage door meets the ground. But all in all, I think it worked out well. Alrighty, and I think I have that conclusion for the backup camera itself. I'm actually very happy with it. The picture looks good and everything. I definitely have the owner's manual to go ahead and read it so I can learn how to use its functions, because there's a whole bunch of stuff it can do. Not only with the backup guide, as far as the red, green, yellow lines there, you can, like I said, reposition it. You can enlarge it or change its size. You can actually mess with the color of the monitor or make it black and white, however you want to customize it. And of course, the recording feature, which one of the selling points that really got to me. And talking about that, the instruction manual did not say anything about the micro SD card or what it's like limit capacity. So I went ahead and I called the vendor in their customer service area. They told me it'll support up to 128 gig micro SD card. So I went ahead and I ordered it. I just gotta go pick it up. So of course I'm gonna be playing with the recording feature as I get more comfortable using this device. Okay, little not so much of a secret anymore. I do have a second camera, so I will be mating that soon. So of course I'm gonna be happy to have that one in the rear. I'm gonna add one to the front. And like I said, you know, if you want to use it as a dash cam, go for it, man. Use it as a dash cam. But any little thing that you can use to help you out tremendously, it's always a big help. I hope you enjoyed this product. I'll leave a link for this product and anything else I've used in the description below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and click that little bell. Of course, we love you to join us on all our social platforms. And don't forget to visit us at www.defiantjeep.com, where you can go ahead and pick up all your Jeep performance accessories, camping gear, and other merch. We'd love to see you on the trail.